My dearest Billy Boo Boo Joe, guess who it is?
Yep, you nailed it. It's your old favourite chest feeder.
Where does the time go?
How the fuck would I know? Have I told you that I've lost my watch in the yawn last year, and since that tragic event, I don't know where the fucking time went? Well, tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. Guck. Guck. It makes me vomit a bit in my mouth saying those little ick-ack, 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 guck. Anyways, I've decided to write you a letter. Yes, a real letter, with actual words. Turns out, I can write. I just faked being illiterate every time you showed up with your homework that looked like it was written by a squirrel on Coke and Red Bull, so here we go. Billy Boo Boo Joe, my dearest fun-sized little man, I'm writing you these few tiny words, just so you'll know I'm writing to you. If this letter made it to you, well, then it arrived safe and sound. If it didn't, let me know, and I'll resend it. Maybe this time I'll duct tape it to one of our chickens. Probably faster that way. You're thinking about it, like they say, running around like a headless chicken. Maybe it'll get there faster with no head. Whatever. I'll send one with a head and one without. Just tell me which one shows up first. Also, I'm writing slowly. Because I know you don't read fast. I'll try to not use big words, yes. I know it'll make your nose bleed. My poor golden unfinished child. Lately, your old fart read a report online, on a random Facebook post, saying most accidents happen just a few miles from home. So we decided to move a little farther out, like a couple of feet, in the neighbour's house. Your old fart thinks that the neighbour's out on a Walmart parking camping trip or whatever the fuck he mumbled. He said, we'll deal with him when the time comes, which I think is in 2 weeks. I'll tell him. You snoozed. I moved. Well, the house is kinda great. There is no windows though, but I like it. It tickles me and it's easier yelling profanities without any oof ma toof. And guess what? What? Finally. There's a washing machine. An actual fucking washing machine. Can you believe it? No more hand-washing crime scenes with your dad's underwear. We name it Earl the Turd, because it looks like your crusty grandpa a bit, and it makes the same raunchy noises as he did sitting on the throne. Crick, cock, kick, puff. Remember him? That old stinky bastard. But anyways, I don't know if the goddamn thing works. Yesterday, I put the laundry in, pulled the chain, and poof, everything disappeared. I have no idea where the fuck it went, but I'm still trying to figure out how the goddamn thing works. Having no teeth, you know how hard it is to read the instructions. Well, this one is one of a hell to chew. The weather isn't too bad here. Pretty similar to the old house we used to live in, like, for a little example. Last week it only rained twice. The first time for 3 days. The second for 4. It's not that complicated. I know it's hard to do the math, but try a little. And also, about the fucking coat you keep asking so bad. Your Uncle Bubba Bout Joe said if I sent it with the buttons, which are quite heavy, it'd cost a lot. But I've been a bad girl. Don't read this out loud. Shush, ma toof. It's a secret. I ripped them off and put them in one of the pockets inside the coat. What a nasty and quick C word am I. Give it to me. Come on. Say it to me. Ow! And some other boring and unsatisfying news. Ooh! You must be splashing from your nose everywhere. It always amused me seeing you dripping like a leaking faucet every time I was using big words. Anyways, your old fart got a new job. He's on top and in charge of about 500 people. He mows the cemetery grass. He said that for once in his life he has some control, whatever the effing that means. And one of your many little sisters, Chris Boob Joe in particular, just got knocked out at the village's convenience store Christmas party by a random hillbilly in the dumpster's parking lot. And surprise, surprise, she's expecting a happy event. I told her I don't think it's a happy event. You are 16. Honestly, I thought you'd followed your mama's blazing footsteps sooner. But hey, whatever, it's your goddamn life. At least I'm still the queen of the youngest cherry popped. Anyways, well, for now, stop pissing your pants. Calm the fuck down. We don't know yet if it's a boy or girl, so I can't say if you'll be an uncle or an aunt. I'll let you know as soon as the colour will pop out of the balloon. I'll try to collect some of it, so I can send it to you in a separate envelope, or maybe I'll dye a chicken the same colour so you will not have to worry. If it's a girl, she plans to name her after me. Kinda weird she'll call her daughter Mama. Well, she never been the shiniest and brightest cooking fryer in the shed. Who? Your brother Bubba Beep Beep Joe. You know, the one with a big forehead and a tongue too big for his mouth. Well, he had a big crisis yesterday. Had to walk 10 miles round trip to get his car spare keys. Just to let us, me and your father, out of the car. Lucky for us, I cracked the window like the quick-thinking slothish I am, so we didn't die. Oh! And by the way, if you get a chance to see your cousin/stepbrother Chaddy Bot Poop, can you say hi from me? But if you don't see him, say nothing. It will be easier that way. But whatever the I'm telling you. Don't tell anyone. It seems like the whole family are after my rocking chair. I have to protect my shit and rock faster. Ha ringing-ing-ing-ing-ing. Ha ringing-ing-ing-ing-ing. Ha ringing-ing-ing-ing-ing. I'm sick of this shit. Believe it or not, Uffuf Matuff is on fire, your slutty aunt, Shaquanta Bada Beep Bep Joe, which is my gross sister. Well, last week, she went to a vacuum congregation and participated in a hot dog contest. Obviously, she swallowed the most. She never been able to contain herself in front of saucisse. Well, now she looks like a saucisse dog, good for her, but frankly, she looks better that way. I told her to fuck off. But between you, the paper, the pen, the envelope, the table and me, it looks painfully harder to put blue eye powder shadow on a sausage. Since it's always wet, it always for sure will smudge. Now she looks like a sad saucisse clown. Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. But for fuck's sake, she's a lost cause. I've been telling her since the day she was popped out on the kitchen counter. Anyways, like they say in the big world, a dripping muscle has picked up a lot. That's my sister in a nutshell. You want to hear something funny? Me too. Other than that, I've planted some flowers last week. Your dad ripped them off. He thought it was weed. And as usual, he smoked it. I think he's still high. Last night at 2 a.m, I saw him on the street running naked. With a shovel in his ass. Other than that, your grandma still thinks she works at Hooters, even though they closed the shop, but she can't remember it. We have to wheel her out every day with her tits out. It's awful, but kind of funny at the same time. Oh! Other than that, the dog still thinks he can fornicate with the cat. But Dante, and sassy as she is, oh, she slapped him big time. He lost a couple of teeth. Hard-learned lessons. But I've kept the teeth and put it on the coffee table right next to yours. It looks nice. Oh, other than that, I'm dry. And I don't know if you heard about it, but I don't really feel fresh down there. I've just noticed that I'm out of paper. I was writing on the table. Since it's white, I thought it was still paper. Crick, pick, puck, pick, cack, kick, pick. Otherwise, I'm out of order. I should lay off the jack. I'll let you enjoy this little movie montage that I've carefully crafted about some random strangers having some happy time. Although since it's a letter, I don't think you'll see it. Whatever. I'll put some empty blank pages so it will occupy you while my little montage is playing. I almost forgot. A little boring and insignificant story. Oof matoof. You were just a boy. 4, 5, maybe 9? I don't really remember. You never really made sense to put an age on you. And there you were, projectile vomiting all over my favourite dress. My only good dress. And would you believe it? I found it the other day. Still stained, still stinking, a bit crusty. It's displayed now, right there on the mantel of the fake fireplace next to my rocking chair. And all the tooth I've collected from every mouth. I would say, what-a-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-tow, simply haute couture. And sometimes, if I'm lucky, when the wind shifts, I get a little whiff of your weird childhood. Warms the heart. And remember when you fell off your stupid tricycle? You scraped your one good knee, let out a scream that sounded like a fucking banshee, then you started ranting about that you shouldn't exist and that you never asked to be born. How? What a loser. I then pressed a suspicious napkin on the wound while mumbling incoherently something about resilience, government conspiracies, and how Band-Aids are a scam. It was a moment. I licked the wound. Yes, licked it, because apparently our juices heal wounds faster. You looked up at me with those big cojones and confused, with your slightly judgmental eyes. And I said, every time you fart, carefully wipe your ass, get up and say, bobby bobby bop bop boo boo puff puff bidoo. Life's a journey, my sweet liptard, full of not so much ups, but plenty of downs. And you, well, you've really committed to the downs. Like, professionally. Proud is a word. Retarded. It is as well. Okay, I'm checking out Patumpish, your ever-loving, slightly disappointed children's oven. Oh, and I meant to put money in the envelope, but I already sealed it, and I respect adhesives too much. Fuck this shit up. I just soiled myself big time. It's like the Grand Deluge. Life is a slippery soap. Be careful where you drop it. It can have bleeding consequences or marvelous discoveries. It's up to you. Like they say, horseback riding on you. I'm totally ripping off in half. I don't have time to write goodbyes, so just imagine it in your miniature head of yours. Signed by me. See you soon. Tit slap. Tinky 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 king tinky king. 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 Enough!